Hi, this is Adam Parrish. My two books on declarer play, When to Draw Trumps and When to Bid No Trump and How to Play It, really focus on the thought process of playing hands. What you need to think about as declarer when the dummy comes down before you play the trick one. And in suit contracts, it starts with counting your losers. And in no trump contracts, it starts with counting your winners. So that's where we're going to start in these videos here. And it's what I focus on in my class on declarer play on Learn Bridge Online. Here we go. This first hand is a no trump hand. And when we're in no trump, we always want to start by counting our sure winners. By sure winners, I mean aces and kings and tricks that we can take without losing the lead. So we're in 3 no trump on this hand, and let's count our sure winners. So in spades, we have 2, the ace and the king. In hearts, we have 3, ace, king, queen. 2 in diamonds, 1 in clubs. So that's 8 winners off the top. We need to develop one more. Right? That's going to make our life so much easier if that's all we're thinking about. I need one more trick. Where is it coming from? So in each suit, we want to go through and say, okay, how many extra tricks can I guarantee myself? And how many can I get in the best case scenario? So look at that spade suit. How many extra tricks can I guarantee? Well, I can't really guarantee any. But if they're 3-3, I could get 2 extra tricks. And if they're 4-2, I could get 1 extra trick with these length tricks. What about in hearts? Well, a 3-3 split gets me an extra trick there. Same in diamonds. If I lose a diamond, a 3-3 split gets me an extra trick. And in clubs, I got no real chance. So which suit do I want to go after first? Well, this should be pretty straightforward. It's the spades, the one that gives me the best chance of an extra trick or even 2 extra tricks. Right? So they're going to play diamonds here. And I'm going to take the first diamond. I don't need to hold up here because I don't care if they continue diamonds. And I really don't want them switching to clubs. So now how should I play these spades? Well, the plan is to take the ace and the king and lose one and hope to be able to set up a long trick. But in no trump, our mantra is lose your losers early. If I'm going to lose one eventually, I might as well do it at the beginning and maintain my transportation. So I'm just going to duck a round of spades. They can play another round of diamonds, and that's fine. I take the ace of spades and the king of spades. And on this hand, they happen to split, and my 8 and 7 of spades are good. If they didn't split, I would still be in okay shape. I can play the 8 of spades, lose to their high spade, but my 7 of spades is still going to be high. Now, I could still make an extra trick with the hearts, right? If the hearts are 3-3, I still have the chance for an extra trick. But the chance in spades was so much better. And if the hearts are splitting now, they're going to split later, right? If they split at trick 2, they're going to split at trick 12. So there's no need to test the heart suit first, which is what I see so many people do on a hand like this. Oh, let's see if the hearts split. And when they don't, you just set up a winner for them. And so when you lose your spade, someone's like, I'll just take this jack of hearts that you set up for me. Thank you very much. So in no trump, we're starting by counting those sure winners. And then we want to look at where can I develop extra tricks. And very often that's going to mean look to your long suit, try to develop those length tricks there. And save your sure tricks as stoppers for later on so that you don't set up winners for the defense. So this hand, we're also in no trump like the first one. And so we're going to start with counting our sure winners. That's always where we start in these no trump hands. So let's look at this. We're in 6 no trump. Maybe not the best auction ever, but that's what happened. So okay, in spades, we have 4 tricks and almost certainly 5. In hearts, we have 1. In diamonds, we have 2. In clubs, we have 4. 5, 4 is 9, 10, 11, 12 tricks. Well, that looks really good. And then we can take a heart finesse for an over trick. What's the problem here, Adam? This looks too easy. Well, sometimes things don't work out exactly as we hoped. And so we go after the spades, and we find that the spades don't split. We got a 5-1 split. Very unlikely, but it happened. And now we need to stop and reevaluate our plan. With only 4 spades coming, we're only at 11 tricks now. Now, we already had said, oh, well, that heart finesse was a chance for an extra trick if we needed it for an over trick. So that's certainly a possibility, but we need to look elsewhere. Now that we're not looking for a 13th trick, we're looking for a 12th trick. Is there a better bet on this hand than the heart finesse? Well, the heart finesse is 50-50. Can we find something better than that? And the answer is yes, we can. It's the diamond suit. Look at this diamond suit. We have the ace, king, 10, 9, 8. All we're missing is the queen and the jack. This is a classic double finesse scenario where we want to finesse twice through East. And so if East has either of the honors or both of them, we're going to get an extra trick. So here's what I do. I play the 10 of diamonds, and I lose to West. And they can play a club. That's fine. I get back in the dummy, and now I need the 8 of diamonds, and I finesse with the 9. And now the 9 held. I have the rest of the tricks. All right? The idea here is that sometimes life doesn't work, right? We have our whole plan out there, and then suit doesn't split, or someone roughs, or whatever. And now we need to be able to not panic and say, okay, I hadn't planned for this, but let me stop, assimilate this new information, and come up with a new plan. I hadn't looked at the diamond suit in my initial thinking because it just seemed like it wasn't going to matter, right? Getting an extra trick in diamonds meant losing the lead. That wasn't part of my plan. I just had 12 top tricks, and I had a finesse for an over trick. But now, once I only had 11 tricks, I had to give that diamond suit a second look. So that initial plan is super important, but you can't be too rigid and get stuck in a plan that starts to suddenly not work. You need to be flexible enough that when you get new information, you can say, okay, that means my plan needs to be a little bit different. So the hand we're going to look at right now is a 3-spade contract. So when we're in a suit contract, we're always going to start by counting our losers from the master hand. So on this hand, South is the declarer. They have the long trumps. That's going to be our master hand. So we're going to go suit by suit here. In spades, how many losers do I expect? Well, this isn't the prettiest trump suit I've ever seen. I'm going to hope that they split 3-2, and so I only have 2 losers. In hearts, I have 2 losers. In diamonds, I have 1. In clubs, I have 1. Now, wait a second, Adam. Why do I have 2 heart losers? There's a doubleton in the dummy. Yes, there is. But until I actually rough those hearts or pitch them somewhere or do something with them, they're still losers. The problem that I see people get into the most is they say, oh, I just have 2 heart losers. I don't have to worry about the hearts. And then next thing you know, they're looking at their 3 and 2 of hearts like, wait a second, where did these losers come from? When we're counting losers, we need to account for every possible loser in that master hand so that when we make a plan, it can involve getting rid of all of those losers. So on this hand, there's nothing we can do about the ace of clubs or the ace of diamonds. We're going to lose a couple trump tricks. The whole hand is about getting rid of these heart losers. So how can we get rid of the heart losers? Well, there's 2 possibilities. One is we could set up the club suit. Or we could ruff them. I think ruffing is probably pretty good. Even if we get over ruffed, it might be with a natural trump trick. So that's my basic plan here. So they're going to take their club, and it turned out they tried to cash the ace, which is nice for me, right? It means I have a pitch coming, but they're probably just going to be able to ruff, so that might not be that useful. But the first thing I want to do, I want to knock out this ace of diamonds, right? I want to get these diamonds set up before anyone has a chance to pitch a diamond away on me, all right? And they played a trump. Okay, I'll play the 10. And now I can take that diamond, can't hurt, and I'm going to go after the hearts now. So I play the king of hearts, heart to my ace, and now I'm going to ruff. Now I need to get back to my hand to ruff another one. Well, I might as well play that king of clubs and see if it holds up, but they're going to ruff. That's fine. Okay, their 9 is higher than any of mine, but I'm just going to throw my heart away. And what can they do? All right, they can try to draw my trumps, but my trumps are high now. And there we go. If I play trumps myself on this hand, I go down. Drawing trumps is our default first priority. But on any given hand, we have to ask ourselves, is there a reason not to draw trumps on this hand? That's the trap you fall into on this hand. And that's the mistake that my student who played this hand actually made. When you need to ruff in the dummy, as you do on this hand, that's a situation where you say, okay, I'm not going to draw trumps immediately. I need to take my ruffs first. And you see, we even got a 4-1 split on this hand, but we're still able to make it because we use those trumps in the dummy to ruff with. So that's the kind of thinking that I want you to get into, is make that plan at trick 1, and it's going to serve you well. So the hand we're looking at right now is a 6-spade hand. So anytime we're in a suit contract, the first thing I want to do is count my losers. That's where the foundation of my plan is going to be. So on this hand, in the spade suit, remember I'm counting from the master hand, which is the south hand. So in spades, I have 2 potential losers. In hearts, I have 1 potential loser, no losers in diamonds or clubs. So first things first, I need to deal with this heart loser. Well, I could hope that the club split or the queen of diamonds falls, but by far the easiest thing to do is just going to be to play king of hearts, ace of hearts, ruff a heart. So that seems like the best plan there. And so now I'm down to these 2 spade losers. How can I turn that into 1 spade loser? Right? The king and the jack are out there. How do I only lose to one of them, not both of them? And there are several possible ways to play this hand, this sort of suit, right? I could play the ace of spades and lead up towards the queen 10. But the best way to do it is to take 2 finesses. I need East to have either the king or the jack. That's 75%. So here's how it works. I take my 2 hearts. I might as well ruff high because I have so many good spot cards. And now I'm going to play the queen of spades off the dummy. If East comes in with the king, I'm in great shape, right? I win the ace. The 9 knocks out the jack. My 8 is high. There we go. On this hand, he plays small, so I'm going to play small and take the first finesse. It loses to the king. All right, they play another club. That gets me back to the dummy. Now I'm going to play another trump, and when he plays small, I'm going to take the second finesse. I'm going to put in the 8. And when that one works, I take the ace, and the hand is over. So I want you to get used to this suit combination. This is one that you're going to see over and over and over again. When you have the ace, queen, 10, and 9, all you're missing is the king and the jack. the solution is take 2 finesses, right? You can start by leading the queen or leading the 10. Either one works. But the idea is finesse east first for one of the honors, and then if need be, finesse them the second time for the other one. So I hope to see you in class soon, and stay safe.